after the birth of the modern railway, why do so many people love trains? Where did it all start?
It all started reading these books, the well-known books by the Reverend W. Audrey, who was a volunteer at this very railway.
For Max, the obsession began when he was a boy, when his family introduced him to steam, when he was given his first Thomas the Tank Engine books. Today, creating Thomas content online for the global Thomas fandom is Max's life.
Yeah,
Full-time.
it was never meant to be that way, but...
Here we are.
But yeah, there's people making entire blockbuster film kind of productions, and we all help each other. Yeah, all the special effects, you've got pyrotechnics, everything you want.
And it is all inspired by the books which were inspired by this very railway. Talyll Llyn is the world's first preserved railway. In 1951, volunteers stepped in to save the line and freeze it in time. Today it runs exactly as it did back in the age of Queen Victoria.
There's a lot of smoke in the air, there's romance of steam, there's all of that. I met my wife here. We've been married for 40 years next November. She's also a volunteer on the Talyll Llyn Railway, and her brother's a driver on the Talyll Llyn Railway. So, yes, it's a special place.
There's a lot to be said for the romance of steam.
Max, we need to talk. Weddings.
Yes, we did build an actual railway at our wedding, it has to be said.
So deep is Max's love of steam, a train was ring bearer at his wedding this summer.
My beautiful wife Holly wanted a wedding dress with a lovely train. Yeah, she got one.
Why do trains like this really capture people's imagination still?
People say that steam engines are the closest thing we ever built to a living being, and I think that's partly to do with it. We feed them, they have to drink, they breathe. Just being able to get on a train and let the tracks lead you, you can sit back and relax and watch the scenery go by. I think that speaks to people and it sparks that creativity.
The engineering may be 200 years old, but it still lights a fire in so many hearts. And that fire of inspiration brought Mitchell 5,000 miles across the Atlantic to volunteer here at Talyll Llyn.
I grew up watching Thomas the Tank Engine, my favorite show. I had all the VHSs as a kid. That sparked a love of real-life railways.
You love this, don't you?
If I went back to 7-year-old me and told him that in 11 years' time you're going to be working on steam engines, firing them, cleaning them, right up close and personal, he would be thrilled beyond belief.
Later this week, enthusiasts all over the UK will mark the 200th anniversary of the birth of the modern railway. Kira has volunteered here for the last 5 years, and for her, it has been life-changing.
As I say, it came for the trains, but stayed for the people.
200 years since the first piston fired, every whistle still calls to the romantic in us all.
Love is definitely in the air.
Jada Cubbing, BBC News.
Fantastic.
I love that.
Let's come up to date. Well, not quite up to date.